Hi, in this talk, I'll introduce agent step and field guidelines. This is our basic way to influence how agents process the data. So the purpose of guidelines are several. For example, they help identify data. So let's say these are like hints for where to find the correct pieces of information. Then you have they help to provide additional context, like with additional background information. They focus processing. So let's say they specify which rows are of interest. They disambiguate. So if there are multiple candidates when we're looking for values, they help us choose which one is the best. And then they help also to normalize outputs. So I'll demonstrate how to use them on the use case of purchase order maintenance, where a customer sends us an email with updates, how to modify the existing purchase order, and the agent will look at two things. So what are the PO identifiers and what items there are. This is an example. This is how it looks like. So an email from somebody with one purchase order with the current version and the proposed new changes, and then there's another purchase order with current state and proposed new state. So I have this example prepared. So if we execute our agent, we should see the extraction. So we see that we have 4 identifiers, and in the items we got all the versions of, and we might decide that for the items we just want the newest version, and we also decide that the purchase order number should be without version here, and the quantity should be without units, and in cases where there are multiple units, prefer pieces. So this is where guidelines will help. So let's go to business logic. We'll first go to step guidelines, so agent guidelines. So we click settings, and now we'll add some additional context. So this context will be basically what are purchase order identifiers and how they are structured. So here we say that purchase orders identifiers may include version suffixes, and higher version suffix means a new revision. Now that we have this established for both steps, we can now go to steps items and specify that we only want the latest version of each purchase order. So return only the latest version of each PO. Then we can go to, now we set up a step level guideline, and now we also set up 2 field level guidelines. So on the items, we'll go to the purchase order number and we'll say a guideline without revision. Then we'll go to quantity and we'll say without unit and preferably in pieces. So now we'll re-execute our agent. And let's see if our guidelines helped. So we see that we now only see 3 rows. This is corresponding to the new version. We only get purchase order without version here, and we see that this quantity is without units and it's using pieces. Thanks.